Okay, so we've just come out of the city ground here at Nottingjam. It's got a bit cool, but it was really sunny. And with the gaffer, Chris, he's finally back. He's back finally. I haven't seen him in ages. We've got Paul. We'll go to you first, Paul. Because literally, Paul gets off the car, walking to the ground, decides to have a haircut on the way here. Am I right?
I was late. I haven't had time to have it cut this week, so I thought, why not?
Go on, what you do make us laugh. What did you make of that, mate?
Point gained overall. We needed to see a reaction, didn't we, after that second half against Chelsea? We needed to tighten up. It wasn't perfect by any means. And I think in the context as well, Forest are improved, I think, as a team. And this is not an easy place to come. So I probably would have taken 1-1 before kick-off, and I definitely would have taken it having been 1 goal down today. So point gained overall.
Point gained. Chris, your thoughts?
Yeah, same as Paul, really. I agree with everything he said. Some good performances from the Wolves team. Stand out, Dawson.
Do I take it that you're giving your LEAMORE Windows man of the match to Dawson by any chance?
Yeah, by LEAMORE Dawson.
Why do you say that?
I just thought he some great interceptions, good tackles. I think he was leading from the back, wasn't he? He got them organised. Mind you, I don't know what happened for the goal. He's got a free header, Chris Wood. Free header in the box.
And it was like in slow motion as well.
I mean, if anybody's going to head it, it's going to be him, isn't it? So why isn't somebody jumping with him?
Chris Wood, he's got contractually to score against us.
He scores, doesn't he, against us, yeah.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, shame. But, it's nice to get Guedes come on. Showed a few nice touches into. It looks like he wants to play for Wolves now. So as Paul said, we'd have took 1-1 before we kicked off, and Nuno is getting them sorted like he got us sorted out, didn't he?
Well, yeah, they are backing him. They're bringing in players. Obviously, they've brought in Maud Prowse as well, which wasn't eligible today. It was interesting. Look, before the start today, let's deal with the the big talking point. Sam Johnson starts in goal. Jose Sarr isn't even in the squad. I think that means Tatar is on his way, probably to Saudi, on the same plane as Daniel Pedence, I'm guessing. The Saudi window changes. Look, regardless of what people think about Sahar, he's been a brilliant servant for us. He really has. He's been a great shot stopper. Yeah, he's got a rick or two in him. Obviously, we were told by Matt Hobbs that that Sam Johnson was coming in and they were going to fight it out for number 1, but it turns out first game, Sam Johnson's in goal. And to be fair, he's done well.
Great with the ball at his feet, wasn't he, today? Some of his passing out was really good.
It was.
That's where Jose struggles, doesn't he?
He looked quite calm. The producer sat next to me was pointing out, look how he's organising defence and he's talking to the defence. I thought he possibly could have done better for the goal. He seemed to react, and that was 11 minutes in, but he's made a save which is in the top bins from Morgan MGB going in from the free kick, and then he's made a point blank save at the other end again from Woods, turned it round. So he grew in confidence. It's his first game. Andre, he's already got a song, Olé, Olé, Olé. Andre already, he's come on. Bellegarde gets the yellow card. Everyone's lambasting him, and then he actually hits a worldie, and from our end it went like this. It was like we haven't scored a goal outside of the. I'm hoping it was outside the penalty box for all last season in the league. Third game in, bang! What a goal!
Yeah, on that subject, can I pick him as my moment of the match?
You're going to go for your Parkside dental care moment that made you smile.
I can't think of another one. That's why.
You can. He's already put 2 in. He's going early. He's in this one. Thoughts on Sam Johnson? And obviously you saw Andre come on. The general way we were playing, I think, started with a back 5. I think he switched to a back 4. Semedo back in the team as well. Dawson.
Yeah, Sam Johnson gives me confidence, I think, from watching him today. I thought he looked controlled. His passing was good. You could see him organising as well. And overall, I do think it's an upgrade on what we had. So I was our Player of the Year 3 years ago, but I think there was rumours that they were trying to potentially upgrade him last year as well. So to me, this isn't a big surprise that it's happened. He persisted with a back 4. Aït-Nouri was playing higher up, wasn't he? And Totti Gomez at left back. So I think in order for that to happen, if you were going to play a 4, Craig Dawson had to come in. Yeah. And he did bring a lot to that defence today.
It's kind of a hybrid system, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, when you spent all of pre-season playing as a 4, it'd be strange perhaps to get rid of it after 2 games. Perhaps over the course of the season they need flexibility. Sometimes it'll demand a 5, sometimes a 4, but perhaps credit to Gary O'Neill that he didn't just take what could have been the easy option and go all out defence today.
So, okay, coming to you on we'll go with your LEAMORE Windows man of the match, and then you can go with your Parkside Dental Care moment that made you smile before we get to performance rating.
Oh, where do I start? I want to single out Cunha for his... I don't think there's many better players in the Premier League at picking the ball up, turning and running. And for me, he was easily our best defensive player. Tommy Doyle, I think, did make a real difference when he came on. He offers something different to the...
He's so positive.
Yeah, he looks to pass the ball forward. I think he's got that skill set that perhaps João Gomez hasn't. He's a different player, isn't he? And I think he perhaps complements Lamina a bit more. So I want to single him out. But Craig Dawson, for me, was magnificent in defence. So he's my LEAMORE Windows man of the match. And
your moment that made you smile? Other than seeing my smiley face for the first time in a couple of months?
This is my Parkside Dental Care moment of the match. I mean, it has to be the goal. I did want to say on the video at some point today that not just that goal, but we've seen more willing to shoot. Tommy Doyle had a rocket that was destined for the top corner, just flicked off. Was it Murillo's head? And
oh man, what that was going in!
But there does seem to be a greater willingness to address that because we didn't score from outside the box in the Premier League last season. So I'm glad that we seem to be confronting that for this season.
Okay, and your Foxett Shipley performance rating out of 10?
If you'd have asked me earlier on in the game, it would have been quite low because I think Forest was certainly the better side, especially for the first half an hour. It's a tough one. I'd probably edge towards a 7 because of the result overall. It's not an easy place to come and get a result. I thought we showed fight, character and spirit, and I thought especially kind of when Cunha was running at them, we showed some threat as well. Obviously a lot of things to work on, but bearing in mind last week, I think I have to go with a 7 after the response that we've seen today.
Fantastic, yeah. And Chris, your rating?
Yeah, definitely 7 for me as well. They were fighting for each other, weren't they? I mean, they could have.
We love the fact they are fighting. You know, they are giving the ship.
Forest were at it, weren't they, at one point? And I think we could have folded, but we didn't, and could have nicked it perhaps in the end. But 1-1, I'm happy with that.
Absolutely. Now, coming to me, I mean, I said before the game, like Forest had got 4 points. They'd played Bournemouth and they'd played Southampton and got 4 points. We got no points, and obviously we played Arsenal and Chelsea. We had a bad thing, and I said really this would be a barometer to see where both clubs are, and I think where both clubs are fairly even at the moment. Yeah. I thought Forest, coming here, you know what you're going to get. It's going to be raucous. It's going to be feisty. They're going to be in your faces. They're going to be on the front foot. You've got to deal with that. And it's a great ground to come to. It's I love the atmosphere here. It's I love the banter as well. But look, we stood up to it. I thought it was like a blooming basketball game at times in the first 20 minutes. They scored, we scored, and then we kind of cancelled it out. Got a bit scrappy, got a bit feisty. But look, you take the point, you move on. We've played them 5 times in the Premier League since they've come up. We ain't lost. We've drawn 4. We've won 1. So I'm going to give my performance rating a 7. My moment that made me smile was hearing you gone for a haircut on the way here, because that just made me laugh. And my LEAMORE Windows man of the match, Craig Dawson, absolutely magnificent. Some great tackles, reads the game, proper defender. And he's just got experience, and we need that. We just don't want to get him. I do think, the transfer window's shut. We're probably a defender short on where we'd like to be.
And we certainly didn't want to go into the international break, not having a game now for 2 weeks
without anything.
No points.
No. Emma says we've got no points now. We're off the mark. Yes, and so we've got a point. Look. Beat Newcastle after the international break, 4 points out of 4, no problem, move on. Until the next one, we've got another one coming up with Charismatic Craig, from myself, Gaffer and Paul, we're all involved in the Content Creators Cup next week, so hope you can support that.
A bit of a plug.
Yeah, the Gaffer, you got the team set up?
Yeah, Molyneux training ground next Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. Anybody wants to come down, Compton, yeah, £5.
£5 a ticket. We'll put the link in the description.
To the Wolves Foundation.
All for the Wolves Foundation, and all your top content creators podcasts, all taking place at Compton. If you want to come down to that, go on the link. We'll add it on to the bottom. Put your name, put your tickets, and you'll be on the door on the day to come in. From myself, Paul, and Gaffer, till the next one. Always Wolves.